welcome to Alaskan Freedom.
Elaine has been waiting a long time for a kitchen.
Here it is. We finally have a kitchen. I'm so excited.
So in this video, we're going to show you from nothing to this point. And then from this point to finish, that'll be another video in the future. So stick around.
In 2023, we moved to Alaska to fulfill our dream of a better quality of life. Follow along as we transform our few acres of Alaskan off-grid virgin land into our dream homestead.
We are Jay and Elaine, and this is Alaskan Freedom.
Just to be clear, I don't have any experience building or installing cabinets. Just showing you how I'm doing it. But my younger brother used to be a custom cabinet builder and installer. And since the older brother's always the smartest one, I figure I should be able to do it. Okay, this is why we're not putting a Lazy Susan in. So this is, if you were to look top down at the cabinets, it might be hard to understand this drawing, so we'll kind of explain it. This is the back wall, and then this is the back wall. This is your corner, your inside corner here. This is the inside of the house in this area. So looking top down, this is a cabinet here. This is a full-size cabinet. These come out 24 inches. And then this is a full-size cabinet here. It's coming out 24 inches. Well, the Lazy Susan takes up 3 foot of space from this end of this cabinet to the back wall, going each direction. But the cabinet's not that big. This is the cabinet right here, this area in here. This is the cabinet space. So they don't make it the full depth of that. I really don't know why they don't. So you lose this space right here is all dead space. And if you have a big kitchen, that's not a big deal. But we have a very small house and we don't have a lot of kitchen space. This ends up being 3 square foot of lost space if we put in a Lazy Susan. 3 foot of square space may not seem like a lot, but in a 400 square foot cabinet, it's almost 1% of our space. So we are going to put in what's called a blind corner instead, so we can utilize all of the space in that corner. But they don't sell blind corners, so we're going to make one. So just to give you an idea, this is how our corner setup's going to look. Kind of. There's some adjustments we're going to make. So this will be one wall here, and there will be the cabinet here and a sink here, and then the other wall will start here. There'll be cabinet, stove, and it goes. And then this is our corner here. Now, since I cannot get a blind corner cabinet pre-built in Alaska, we're going to make one using this 18-inch cabinet. And to give you an idea, this is an 18-inch cabinet that's 24 foot deep. So this is 3 square foot. So if I were to put a Lazy Susan in, the size of this cabinet is exactly how much space we're losing. So what we're going to do, rather than trying to build the full cabinet, is we bought the 18-inch that fits perfectly. That's how much we wanted right here anyways, is 18 inches coming out. And then we'll come around here. We are going to cut off most of this panel here on this side. We're going to cut a hole out and then custom build in the rest of this space that would be inside this corner. So the shelves come all the way across. So when it's done, you'll have the drawer here, and then this cabinet will open. That will go back in, and that's your blind corner, and that will be a long shelf that goes all the way back. And that will be long-term storage, stuff that we don't need very often because it's kind of a pain to get to, but at least it's storage. What we got to do, though, because these two cabinets are butting up together in the corner, and that's really not how they're meant to be, is we need to put some fillers in. Because if I install these two cabinets just right butted up like this, then you can see how close these doors are, and that's kind of bad. They do work, but they're so close they could end up bumping each other if there's just a little bit of adjustment made. And actually, you couldn't put any hardware on this. If you pulled this out, there'd be no room for hardware on this door. So if you wanted any kind of knobs or handles on your drawers, you wouldn't be able to do that because they're too close. So what we're going to do is custom build some fillers that will bump this out. once we get our filler built, the cabinets will be about this far apart. So you can see now we have a lot more room in between the drawers. There's a room for a low profile handle here or a knob, and your fingers aren't at any risk of bumping into anything when you're opening doors. So the very first thing we got to do is get that filler built, and then we're going to install these two corner cabinets and start from there. Do you hear that? No generator. And you might be thinking, but Jay, how are you running your saws with no generator? I love my 3,000 watt inverter. That inverter even runs a table saw? Well, notice I didn't glue this corner. I don't see any reason to. It's not structural or anything. It's just, like I said, it's called a filler. It's just gonna go in there, and then each cabinet will have 2.5-inch screws that go from the cabinet into this from each direction. And it just, yeah, it supports no weight, don't see any reason to glue it. Now we'll install this corner we just made onto this cabinet here, and then this will be the first cabinet we install, and then the other ones we'll build this blind corner off of. You'll see. You okay? Now we got 2 screws going at the top and the bottom, or 1 at each, going this way. Now we're going to go from this way on the other ones, and that should be plenty good to hold this in place. Now we're going to cut a hole out of the side of this panel, and that is going to be the access for the blind corner. So we're going to take out a large hole right in the side of this. Let's go get these first 2 installed. We figured it'd be easier to stain the upper cabinets now before we install the lowers, just so nothing's dripping down on them. So Elaine is putting that coat of stain on. This is a golden walnut is the color.
Maple?
Oh, you're right.
Golden maple.
Golden maple, I'm sorry. Golden maple is the color, and the doors are off. They're right here. They're going to be a different color. So that's going to be something different. We'll show you that in the future, but or we'll show you that at the end of the video. But for now, we're just getting these stained, and then as soon as those are stained, tables are out of the way, we'll start installing these cabinets. Let's work on getting this level and correct. Where's the shims? So slide a shim under that back corner. Just hold on, just when I pick it up.
Under on the wall.
Right now.
On the wall?
Right up against the wall, kind of, yeah.
Oh, right up against the wall. How far?
So hold on, probably about right there, and then do this one. We're gonna do this one this way, and it needs to be half, so the other cabinet will sit on it too.
Oh, okay.
And we'll put another one there. Stop for a sec. That is really good there. Let's check our front to back and see. It's pretty good. Maybe you can come up another 1/16 or so. How are we doing on this side? Almost identical. All right, so you need to push this one in until this is perfectly level. Hold on, this is one. That looks pretty good right there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and we're good there, like this. And we're going to put one right here under this side. Now that one doesn't need to catch a second cabinet, so it doesn't really matter how centered it is. Right there.
How far?
Just till it's tight. Hold on.
Tight.
Little too much, so try.
A little too much?
Yeah,
That.
try pulling it.
That.
Pull a little more. Right there, that's perfect, yes. Okay, we're good everywhere right now. Let's make sure, oh, we're perfect there too. And let's see how good this piece I put in is. Is it? Oh my goodness, it's perfect. How could that be? Okay, now we need to screw that to the wall without moving it at all.
Maybe we need to build that corner.
The floor of this corner needs to be built.
Why?
Because once I install the cabinets, it'll be too hard to get back in there to build everything.
Okay.
So I want to build the floor and the shelving that goes back here first. 25 by 23 and a quarter.
23 and a quarter?
Yeah. So the idea is
In here?
yeah. Watch your head when you're coming out. Okay, so now, and then that gets another decorative piece on it that will cover all of that and go right to this lip and be flush with this when it's all done. So for now, that's just the support piece. I want to shim everything until these corners are matched up perfectly and screw them together, and then we'll worry about leveling it all off. Bring this guy up to about there. Bring this guy up to about there. And then bring this guy up to about there. Alright. Can you give me a clamp, please, my love?
Ready. Which one? Doesn't matter.
One of each. One of the red ones and one of the yellow ones. So you need the one that has the most space right here. This red one does. So I'm going to put this clamp on, and when I do, what I need you to do is be pushing these together so that this gap is gone, And so these faces line up perfectly on that side. Okay. So you're screwing dead center of this, making sure you stay straight, because if you get an angle, that screw could pop out.
So I do this first?
Yep. So drill it first, the whole length of the drill, all the way. Now here's the key. You don't want this piece right here to touch the wood.
Okay.
If you do, it'll leave a little circle we can never get rid of, but preferably try not to. Okay.
Good?
Yep. Yay. Good job, love. Okay, now we're going to level this all off and screw this to the wall. And then the rest of them are kind of easy because then we just go off of this, but let's take these clamps off. Wow, actually everything's sitting like perfect right now. Once we got them all together, yeah. Oh my goodness. Good job, love.
Good job.
Whatever you did, everything's like perfect right now.
You're amazing.
All right, yeah, I got cabinet screws out in the shed. I gotta go grab those. See, these have the big flat head. That's for the cabinets. Now, when you start screwing these, as soon as you see this start to press in, you'll be done.
Okay.
You don't want to suck it in all the way. There. Good. Good. Drill them and screw them. Uh-oh. Hold on a sec. Don't do anything. I want to get the clamp ready. And then you can back it up once I get the clamp in proper place. I forgot to put that on there first.
Come in?
Yep. Perfect. Let me go get my level just to make sure this is sitting good. And then we can screw that to the wall. Alright. How are we doing here? We're sitting very... Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
It's just perfect. I gotta be honest with you, I just thought it was going to be a little harder to get those that good. Oh, might have been too much. Let me check. No, it's pretty good actually.
The next cabinet that's going in is the sink base.
Yeah. So for this one we had to drill some holes. We'll show you here. This is the hole where the drain pipe will go out, and it'll be right over top of this. So we had to drill the hole in the cabinet and in the floor to come out. Try not to hit the ceiling. Pretty darn good. Yes, as long as we're pulling off of level cabinets, everything just keeps staying low. And then put pressure on it. I want you to mark all the red spots. See the 16, the 32, and the 48? Just mark right above them so we can.
16?
Yep, 32 and the 16.
32?
Yep. They're the red ones. You just look for the red ones. They're easy to find. Is you're just going to cement these ends to that. What you're going to do, this makes a mess. You get it on your clothes, it's never coming off.
Okay.
Ever. So you're going to take that, you're going to run around the inside of this, and then around.
What's that for?
It primes it before you glue it. It makes the bond stronger, the glue bond. And then you're going to go around this too. Only approximately the height of what this is, thickness right here, or maybe a little higher. So do that first. It's not an art project.
I know, but I just want it to be perfect.
There we go. All right.
Oh my god.
Next, same thing with the glue.
The smell.
But that glue should just be a thin layer. So spread it around. Yeah, you don't want a big thick layer. You just want a thin layer. Okay, stick that pipe on there so the piece is pointing towards me.
Towards you?
Towards me. Push it all the way up. And then twist it to go out.
To go out?
Yep.
Like that?
Yep. That's good. Right there. All right. Just like that. Okay, get the glue on. Yep, that's good. Okay. I'm gonna stick it in. Is that in? I guess we do have it all the way in. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put something under it because it's just till it dries.
You know, in the Philippines, the plumbing, they put some kind of like white thing. It's like thread but flat. What's that?
Teflon tape.
Teflon?
Yeah, yeah. So that's for pipes that are under pressure. And you can use this for pipes that are under pressure too, but usually not. This is usually used for drain pipes. So there's not pressure here. Water just comes out and drains out. The one you're talking about is for when the pipe always has water in it and has pressure inside. Yeah, it just seals the threads. But those aren't threaded, so that's different. It gets glued. So temporarily, there will be a P-trap under the sink. And then so inside it'll go through the P-trap and then down and come out. Just dumped in this hole. This hole actually is, we started digging it. The mini excavator broke down as we were digging it. So it's not done yet, but that is where eventually our gray water septic is going to be. And when that's done, then this pipe will actually get cut, go farther down in the ground and come into this gray water septic here, but that's a project later on. Okay, that's going to go there.
If you're paying attention, you might be wondering where the water lines are.
We normally, when you're at this stage in installing cabinets, there would be supply lines coming out, a couple of copper stubs to supply water to the sink. We did not forget that. We actually are just doing our water supply differently. It's kind of a different, unique, unconventional way of doing it, which is what we planned on doing the whole time. So that you'll see in a future video when we put in the water. Another thing too is, you might be wondering how we're venting this. First of all, this drain is not going to be hooked up to any other drains, so I don't know that it really needs to be vented, but it is going to be. The way we're venting this is the drain on the sink is a one big sink. It runs down, the drain's on this side, and there's going to be a P-trap that comes over and hits this pipe. And it tees down into this pipe, and then it also tees up, and there's what's called an air assistance vent, AAV vent, or AAV, that goes on the top of here, and that is a one-way vent that allows air to go in and kind of vents that pipe. To do the inside, yeah. Yep. Yeah, it might have got racked just a ton, but are just a tiny bit, but I mean, we're sitting on this, the line we drew, aren't we?
No, it's not. It's
We're
kind of tilted.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
See, I could see the pencil in here, and then it kind of like disappeared at the end.
where's the tape measure?
Hmm? There.
Let's see if we... What the hell?
The hell is what?
Oh, we're way off.
Here we are.
Yeah, look how low this is compared to this one. That's because we didn't follow the line. This is my fault when I held it up. That's the line.
Oh, you didn't follow the line? Why is it there?
This line is the seam for these two sheets.
Oh no!
So we just
You have to remove it.
yeah, good thing we checked that now. Okay, go ahead and pull that out. All right. Okay, you big dummy.
Where's your drill?
Pretty sure. Yep. Oh. Okay. I'll have to do that one.
Huh?
We'll have to do this one later tonight or tomorrow once that glue dries on that.
Maybe I don't need this.
That's your call. I mean, we are outside. OSHA would say you need it, but they're not coming around today. Just like you would, so let's start off with these small ones just to test it. And see, like, the more this is like a paint, you can really control like how green it's going to be, so with putting on more coats and stuff, so yeah, you just got to be a little more careful with it. Well, because the stain is thin and it kind of absorbs in. This one, the spotches will show more so you got to be careful not to leave any spots for very long, otherwise they become permanent real quick.
The doors are stained, but we're still waiting for us to do a coat of polyurethane.
Yes, protective coating. So they're out in the shed, but they'll be hung very soon. The countertops are cut to size. We still have to cut a sink hole in it, cut a hole in the back corner here where the electrical outlet's going to be, and then do the oil and the conditioner on these before we install them. And then the backsplashes. Which we have custom laser engraved backsplashes that we're doing ourselves. That's going to be very cool.
Thanks for joining us, and see you guys next time.
Remember to like and subscribe.
Yes.
Before we put the backsplashes in, actually, we'll install the countertop. Then before the backsplashes go in, we'll trim up the windows, and then the backsplash will go up to the trim. So it'll be counters, window trim, and backsplashes. But that's all. The window trim.